Ladies and gentlemen, every day we wake up, we're given the most precious gift in the world, time. Unlike money, you can't earn more of it. Unlike possessions, you can't replace it. So why then do so many of us waste it worrying about what others are doing, saying, or thinking about us? The power of purpose is transformative. It is the invisible force that drives extraordinary achievements and fuels a life of meaning. Without purpose, life becomes a series of random actions, a string of tasks performed without direction or intention. You wake up, go through the motions, and end the day wondering what it all meant. Purpose is the antidote to this feeling of emptiness. It gives your life focus, clarity, and depth. It turns a routine existence into a meaningful journey. When you understand your purpose, every decision you make takes on new significance. Your energy becomes focused, your priorities sharpen, and your motivation strengthens. Purpose acts as a compass, pointing you toward the things that matter most. It helps you distinguish between what deserves your time and what doesn't, between distractions that pull you away and actions that bring you closer to your goals. In a world filled with noise, purpose is your guiding voice. The problem many people face is that they've never stopped to ask themselves, why am I doing what I do? They chase careers, relationships, or societal approval without understanding whether these pursuits align with their true selves. Without purpose, you're left vulnerable to comparison and distraction. You see someone else's success and feel inadequate. You chase trends or mimic others, hoping to find fulfillment. But fulfillment doesn't come from external validation, it comes from within. It comes from knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you're working toward. To discover your purpose, you have to focus on yourself. This doesn't mean being selfish, it means being intentional. It means taking the time to reflect on your values, passions, and aspirations. What excites you? What challenges make you feel alive? What kind of impact do you want to leave behind? When you ask these questions and answer them honestly, you uncover your true motivations. You begin to see your life not as a collection of random events, but as a story that you're actively writing. Purpose also brings resilience. When you have a clear why, it becomes easier to face challenges and setbacks. Life is unpredictable and obstacles are inevitable, but purpose gives you the strength to keep going. It reminds you that the struggles are part of the journey, not the end of it. Instead of seeing failure as defeat, you see it as a lesson. Instead of giving up, you adapt and grow. Purpose turns adversity into an opportunity to become stronger and more focused. Living with purpose doesn't mean you'll never feel doubt or fear. Those feelings are natural, but purpose gives you a foundation to return to. When the path ahead seems uncertain, purpose grounds you. It keeps you connected to your core, reminding you why you started in the first place. Purpose doesn't eliminate the hard work, it makes the hard work worthwhile. Purpose also has a ripple effect. When you live with intention, it inspires those around you. Your actions, grounded in meaning, resonate with others. You become a source of motivation, showing what's possible when someone commits to a vision. The energy you bring to your work, relationships, and daily life becomes contagious. You're not just living for yourself, you're contributing to something greater. But finding and living your purpose requires discipline. It's not enough to identify your goals, you must align your efforts with them every day. This means saying no to distractions, prioritizing growth, and continuously learning. It's easy to get off track, especially in a world that constantly demands your attention. But when you have a clear purpose, you can always recalibrate. You know what you're working toward, and that clarity helps you stay consistent. In the end, purpose isn't just about what you achieve, it's about how you live. It's about waking up every day with a sense of direction, knowing that your actions matter. It's about aligning your energy with your aspirations so you're not just busy but productive. Purpose transforms your life from ordinary to extraordinary, not because of what you gain, but because of who you become. So take the time to discover your purpose. When you do, you'll find that everything else falls into place. The danger of comparison is a trap that far too many of us fall into, often without realizing it. It starts innocently enough. You see someone else's achievements, their success, their confidence, and you begin to measure yourself against them. At first, it might feel motivating, like a benchmark to aspire to. But over time, it often turns toxic. Comparison robs you of joy and replaces it with frustration, insecurity, and self-doubt. When you compare yourself to others, you're engaging in an unfair competition. You're measuring your behind-the-scenes struggles against someone else's highlight reel. What you see of their life is only a fraction of the full picture, carefully curated to show the best moments. You don't see the hard work, the failures, or the sacrifices they endured to get where they are. Yet you hold yourself to an impossible standard, wondering why you haven't achieved the same level of success or recognition. This mindset is not only unfair, it's counterproductive. Every person's journey is unique. We all start from different places with different resources, challenges, and opportunities. Your path is yours alone, shaped by your experiences, your goals, and your circumstances. Comparing yourself to someone else disregards the individuality of your story. It shifts your focus away from your own progress and places it on someone else's destination. This not only undermines your confidence, but also wastes precious energy that could be used to better yourself. The time and energy spent envying someone else's path could be invested in your own growth. Instead of worrying about what they're doing, ask yourself what you can do today to improve. Focus on your strengths, your aspirations, and the steps you need to take to reach your goals. When you turn your attention inward, you begin to see the progress you've made and the potential you have. You stop being distracted by others and start building a foundation for your own success. Comparison also has a way of distorting reality. It can make you feel like you're falling behind when, in truth, you're right where you need to be. Life isn't a race with a single finish line. Success doesn't come with a deadline, and everyone's timeline looks different. Some people might achieve certain milestones early, while others find their stride later in life. What matters is not how fast you get there, but how authentic and fulfilling your journey is. Another hidden danger of comparison is that it can lead to resentment, not just toward others, but also toward yourself. You may start to feel inadequate, as if no matter how hard you try, you'll never measure up. This negative self-talk can spiral into a lack of motivation, making it even harder to achieve your goals. It's a vicious cycle, one that comparison feeds relentlessly. But the truth is, you are enough as you are, and your worth isn't determined by someone else's accomplishments. Breaking free from the comparison trap requires a conscious effort. Start by shifting your perspective. Celebrate the success of others without letting it diminish your own value. Use their achievements as inspiration rather than a yardstick. Recognize that their success doesn't take anything away from you. There's enough room in the world for everyone to thrive. Practice gratitude for your own journey. Reflect on how far you've come, the challenges you've overcome, and the progress you've made. Gratitude grounds you in the present and helps you appreciate the unique path you're on. It reminds you that your journey is valid, no matter how different it looks from someone else's. Most importantly, remember that growth is a personal process. True success isn't about being better than someone else, it's about being better than you were yesterday. Focus on setting and achieving your own goals one step at a time. Embrace your individuality and trust that your path will lead you exactly where you're meant to be. The danger of comparison is real, but it's a danger you can overcome. When you let go of the need to measure yourself against others, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters: your own growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Your journey is your own, and that's what makes it so valuable. Time is the ultimate currency. Unlike money or material possessions, it is finite and irreplaceable. You can earn more money, replace lost possessions, and rebuild almost anything in life. But once a second passes, it's gone forever. This simple truth underscores the profound value of time and the importance of using it wisely. Every moment we spend, whether consciously or carelessly, is an investment. The question is, are we investing in something meaningful, or are we allowing distractions and negativity to drain this most precious resource? Too often, people underestimate the value of their time. They think of it as endless or something to be casually spent without much thought. Hours are lost scrolling through social media, engaging in gossip, or dwelling on negative thoughts. These activities might feel harmless in the moment, but over weeks, months, and years, they add up to a staggering amount of wasted potential. The irony is that many of us fiercely protect our money or possessions, but we fail to guard our time with the same vigilance, even though time is far more valuable. The way you spend your time shapes your life. If you invest it in activities that bring you closer to your goals, develop your skills, or deepen your relationships, you're building a foundation for success and fulfillment. Conversely, if you allow your time to be consumed by distractions, procrastination, or negativity, you're squandering opportunities that may never come again. The choice is always yours, and how you choose to spend your time ultimately determines the quality of your life. Distractions are one of the greatest thieves of time. They lure us in with promises of entertainment or temporary relief, but often leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. Whether it's mindlessly scrolling through apps, binge-watching shows, or getting caught up in trivial matters, distractions pull us away from the things that truly matter. They may seem harmless in small doses, but they accumulate, chipping away at your ability to focus and achieve meaningful progress. Negativity is another insidious way we waste time. Dwelling on past mistakes, harboring resentment, or engaging in self-doubt does nothing to change the present or improve the future. These thoughts not only drain your energy, but also rob you of the time you could spend moving forward. Life will always present challenges and setbacks, but how you respond to them determines whether you're using your time constructively or wasting it in unproductive cycles. To use time effectively, it's essential to approach it with intention. This means understanding your priorities and aligning your actions with them. Ask yourself, what are the most important things in your life? What goals are you striving to achieve? What kind of person do you want to become? Once you're clear on these answers, you can begin to allocate your time in ways that reflect your values and aspirations. Investing your time wisely also requires discipline. It's not always easy to resist the pull of distractions or to push through difficult tasks. But discipline allows you to focus on what truly matters, even when it's challenging. It helps you make consistent progress toward your goals and ensures that you're not wasting time on things that don't align with your purpose. Another critical aspect of valuing time is learning to say no. Not every opportunity, invitation, or request is worth your time. When you say yes to things that don't serve your priorities, you're saying no to the things that do. By setting boundaries and being selective with your commitments, you protect your time and energy for what truly matters. Mastery over mediocrity is a choice, one that requires intention, effort, and resilience. Mediocrity is the path of least resistance, the comfortable space where excuses thrive and effort is minimal. It's easy to settle for being average because it demands less of you. But deep down, we all know that greatness doesn't come from coasting along, it comes from striving, improving, and committing to excellence. To rise above mediocrity, you must first recognize that potential alone is not enough. Potential is merely the starting point. It's what you do with it that defines your trajectory. Everyone has unique talents and abilities, but not everyone takes the necessary steps to develop them. Mastery requires discipline, the willingness to practice when it's hard, and the courage to face setbacks without giving up. It's not about being perfect, it's about being relentless in your pursuit of growth. Mastery starts with a commitment to your craft. Whether you're an artist, a professional, a student, or an entrepreneur, your craft is what defines your contribution to the world. It's the thing you're meant to refine, elevate, and excel at. Committing to mastery means dedicating time and energy to improving your skills daily. It's about being intentional with your efforts, seeking opportunities to learn, and refusing to remain stagnant. Improvement doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of consistent, deliberate practice over time. One of the greatest obstacles to mastery is the temptation to compare yourself to others. Social media, workplace dynamics, and societal expectations can make it feel like you're always falling short. But the only competition that truly matters is the one in the mirror. Comparing yourself to others often leads to frustration, envy, or complacency. Instead, focus on comparing who you are today to who you were yesterday. Progress is personal, and the path to mastery is unique to each individual. To achieve mastery, you must embrace the process. It's not about shortcuts or quick wins. It's about putting in the work, even when the results are not immediately visible. True mastery is built in the moments when no one is watching, when you're practicing alone, refining your skills, and pushing through challenges. It's in those moments of quiet effort that the foundation for greatness is laid. Mediocrity, on the other hand, thrives on excuses. It tells you it's okay to cut corners, to do just enough to get by, and to settle for good enough, but settling for mediocrity is a disservice to yourself and to the potential you carry. It's a choice to ignore the opportunities for growth that are always within reach. Mastery demands that you reject those excuses and instead hold yourself to a higher standard. Another key to mastery is resilience. The road to excellence is rarely smooth. It's filled with setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But each challenge is an opportunity to learn, to adapt, and to grow stronger. Failure is not the opposite of mastery. It's an essential part of the process. Every time you fall and get back up, you're one step closer to your goals. Mastery also requires you to be open to feedback and willing to seek out mentors who can guide you. Constructive criticism is not an attack on your abilities, it's a tool to help you refine them. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better, who inspire you to aim higher, and who support your journey toward excellence. Choosing mastery over mediocrity is about setting a standard for yourself and living up to it every day. It's about embracing the mindset that there is always room for growth and improvement. Excellence is not a destination, it's a habit, a way of approaching your work and your life with intention and determination. In the end, mastery is not about being the best in the world, it's about being the best version of yourself. It's about knowing that you gave your all, that you pushed your limits, and that you refuse to settle for anything less than your potential. When you choose mastery, you unlock a sense of fulfillment that mediocrity could never provide. You become not just skilled, but exceptional. Not just competent, but inspiring. Mastery is a lifelong pursuit, and it begins with the decision to never settle for less than you're capable of achieving. Mastery over mediocrity is a deliberate choice, one that demands effort, dedication, and the ability to look beyond immediate gratification. Mediocrity is the path most people follow because it feels safe and comfortable. It requires minimal effort, allows for excuses, and avoids the discomfort that comes with real growth. But deep inside, there's a part of us that knows we're capable of more. That settling for average is a disservice to our potential. Mastery is about honoring that truth, stepping beyond comfort, and committing to a journey of continuous improvement. Mastery begins with a decision to take ownership of your craft, your goals, and your growth. Whether it's a skill, a profession, or a personal passion, mastery requires unwavering focus and consistent effort. It's not enough to have potential, everyone has potential. The difference lies in how that potential is cultivated and transformed into something remarkable. This requires a daily commitment to improvement, even when the progress feels slow or invisible. It's about putting in the work when no one else is watching and when there's no immediate reward. One of the biggest challenges on the road to mastery is the temptation to compare yourself to others. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel either discouraged or complacent, but comparison is a distraction, pulling your attention away from what truly matters, your own progress. The only competition you should focus on is the one in the mirror. Strive to be better than you were yesterday and let that drive your actions. Each small improvement compounds over time, leading to significant growth and eventually mastery. The journey to mastery is not linear. It's filled with obstacles, failures, and moments of doubt. Mediocrity offers an easy way out during these times, whispering that it's okay to settle for less. But mastery requires resilience and a willingness to learn from setbacks. Failures are not the end of the road, they are lessons, opportunities to refine your approach and strengthen your resolve. Every time you choose to push through the challenges, you're not only improving your skills, but also building the discipline and mental toughness needed for long-term success. One of the defining traits of those who achieve mastery is their ability to focus on the process rather than the outcome. Excellence is not achieved overnight. It's the result of countless hours spent honing your craft, practicing deliberately, and embracing the grind. While the destination may seem far away, every step you take brings you closer. By focusing on the effort rather than the result, you find fulfillment in the journey itself, making it easier to stay motivated and committed. Mediocrity often hides behind excuses, blaming circumstances, lack of resources, or the belief that greatness is reserved for others. Mastery, on the other hand, is about taking responsibility. It's about recognizing that while you may not control everything, you can control your effort, your attitude, and your commitment to improvement. This mindset shifts your perspective, empowering you to take action rather than waiting for ideal conditions. Another essential element of mastery is humility. It's about acknowledging that there is always room to grow and that perfection is a myth. Those who achieve mastery understand that learning is a lifelong process. They seek feedback, embrace challenges, and remain open to new ideas. This humility fuels their progress, keeping them grounded while driving them to continually refine their skills. Mastery also requires you to define success on your own terms. It's not about being the best in the world, it's about being the best version of yourself. It's about knowing that you've given your all, pushed your limits, and refused to settle. The pursuit of mastery is deeply personal, and its rewards go far beyond external recognition. It brings a sense of fulfillment, purpose, and confidence that can't be matched by mediocrity. Choosing mastery over mediocrity is a daily decision. It's about prioritizing growth, embracing challenges, and committing to the hard work that excellence demands. It's about recognizing that your potential is limitless, but only if you're willing to cultivate it. Mastery isn't a destination, it's a mindset and a way of life. By choosing to pursue it, you unlock the ability to turn ordinary efforts into extraordinary results, not just in your craft, but in every aspect of your life. The strength of saying no lies in its ability to protect what is most valuable: your time, energy, and peace of mind. In a world full of demands, distractions, and endless opportunities, saying yes to everything might seem like the path to success or the way to please others. However, constantly agreeing to requests, commitments, or situations that do not align with your values or priorities can leave you overwhelmed, unfulfilled, and drained. Learning to say no is not about being selfish, it's about being intentional with your resources and creating space for what truly matters. Saying no is an act of self-respect. It acknowledges that your time and energy are finite and that not every request or opportunity deserves them. When you say yes to everything, you dilute your focus and stretch yourself too thin. Your attention becomes scattered, and the quality of your work and relationships suffers. By contrast, saying no allows you to concentrate on the things that align with your goals and values. It ensures that you are dedicating your resources to what truly serves your growth, well-being, and aspirations. One of the most significant areas where saying no is essential is in guarding against distractions. Distractions come in many forms: endless notifications, mindless scrolling, or activities that don't add value to your life. While these may seem harmless in the moment, they collectively consume vast amounts of time and energy. Saying no to distractions requires discipline and the ability to prioritize what matters most. It's about recognizing that every moment spent on something trivial is a moment taken away from something meaningful. Toxic relationships are another area where the power of no is transformative. Not everyone who enters your life will have your best interests at heart, and some relationships can drain your energy, compromise your mental health, and hinder your growth. It's not always easy to walk away or set boundaries, especially when emotions or history are involved. However, saying no to toxic dynamics is a necessary step toward preserving your peace and creating room for healthier, more supportive connections. It's a declaration that you value yourself enough to protect your emotional well-being. Unnecessary commitments also call for the strength to say no. Many people struggle with this because they fear disappointing others or being perceived as unreliable. But overcommitting can lead to burnout and prevent you from giving your best to the things that truly matter. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't align with your priorities, you're effectively saying no to something else, perhaps your goals, rest, or time with loved ones. Saying no to unnecessary commitments is about recognizing that your capacity is limited and ensuring that what you do commit to is meaningful and aligned with your values. Saying no is not just about rejection, it's about affirmation. When you say no to distractions, toxic relationships, or unimportant commitments, you're simultaneously saying yes to your growth, well-being, and purpose. You're creating the space and focus needed to pursue your goals and develop into the best version of yourself. This reframing can make the act of saying no feel empowering rather than negative. Of course, learning to say no is not always easy. It requires clarity about your priorities, confidence in your decisions, and sometimes the courage to face discomfort or conflict. But the rewards of doing so are worth the effort. Saying no allows you to take control of your life, rather than letting others dictate how your time and energy are spent. Faith and discipline are two sides of the same coin, both essential for achieving success. Faith is the belief in your ability to reach your goals, even when the path ahead seems uncertain or filled with obstacles. It's the conviction that your dreams are possible, that you have the potential to turn aspirations into reality, but faith alone is not enough. Without discipline, faith is just wishful thinking. Discipline is the daily effort, the consistent work, and the unwavering commitment to do what needs to be done, even when motivation fades. Together, faith and discipline form a powerful combination that drives meaningful achievement. Believing in yourself is the foundation of any journey towards success. Faith provides the courage to start, the resilience to keep going, and the hope to overcome setbacks. It allows you to envision a better future, one where your dreams are realized. This belief is especially important during times of doubt or failure, when external circumstances may make progress seem impossible. Faith is what keeps you grounded, reminding you of your potential and the purpose behind your efforts. It's the inner voice that says, keep going, you're capable of more. However, faith without action is hollow. Dreams remain dreams unless they are backed by deliberate effort and discipline. Discipline is what transforms belief into tangible results. It's about showing up every day, no matter how you feel or what challenges arise. Discipline means sticking to your plan, resisting distractions, and prioritizing what truly matters over temporary pleasures. It's the engine that drives consistent progress, turning small, incremental steps into significant milestones. Discipline often requires you to push through discomfort and inconvenience. Success rarely comes without sacrifices. There will be days when the work feels tedious, the progress slow, or the obstacles insurmountable. But discipline is what allows you to persevere in these moments. It reminds you that consistency matters more than intensity, that small efforts repeated over time can yield extraordinary results. Discipline helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, even when immediate results are not visible. Faith and discipline are deeply interconnected. Faith fuels discipline by giving you a reason to stay committed. When you believe in the worthiness of your goal and your ability to achieve it, it becomes easier to put in the hard work. At the same time, discipline strengthens faith. As you consistently take action and see progress, even if it's small, your belief in yourself and your dreams grows stronger. Each step forward reinforces the idea that success is within your reach, creating a positive cycle of motivation and effort. One of the greatest challenges is maintaining both faith and discipline when the journey becomes difficult. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt that test your resolve. It's in these times that the synergy between faith and discipline becomes most apparent. Faith reminds you why you started and why your dream is worth pursuing. Discipline ensures that you keep moving forward, even if progress feels slow or insignificant. Together, they keep you on track, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. Faith and discipline also teach you the importance of patience. Success rarely happens overnight. It's the result of sustained effort over time, often in the face of uncertainty. Faith gives you the courage to wait, to trust that your efforts will pay off, even if the rewards are not immediate. Discipline ensures that you use this waiting period productively, continuing to work toward your goals rather than becoming complacent or distracted. The combination of faith and discipline also fosters a sense of self-respect. When you believe in your dreams and commit to the work required to achieve them, You honor your potential. This self-respect is empowering, giving you the confidence to set higher goals and the determination to reach them. Ultimately, faith and discipline are not just tools for achieving success, they are principles for living a purposeful life. They remind you to dream big, but to work even harder. They teach you that belief alone is not enough, and effort without purpose is directionless. Together, they create a balance that propels you forward, helping you turn the impossible into the possible. Success is not just about having a vision, it's about putting in the effort to bring that vision to life every single day. In the pursuit of a meaningful and successful life, the themes we've explored, purpose, focus, discipline, and the power of choice, form the foundation of true achievement. Each principle is a vital thread in the fabric of personal growth, and together they create a blueprint for a life lived with intention, resilience, and impact. Purpose gives direction to our efforts, serving as the compass that guides every action. Without it, even the hardest work can feel aimless. Purpose is what transforms activity into fulfillment, grounding us in the why behind what we do. It reminds us that our lives are not just about going through the motions, but about striving towards something greater, something that resonates deeply within us. Focus ensures that we channel our energy effectively, avoiding the pitfalls of distractions and comparison. In a world that constantly pulls our attention in countless directions, staying centered on what matters most is a superpower. Focus allows us to block out the noise and commit fully to our own journey, acknowledging that our path is unique and cannot be measured against anyone else's. It is the key to consistent progress and personal satisfaction. Discipline is the engine that drives us forward. While purpose and focus lay the groundwork, discipline is what ensures we stay the course. It's about showing up every day, even when motivation wanes or challenges arise. Discipline turns dreams into reality by transforming lofty aspirations into actionable steps. It's not glamorous, but it is essential, and it often separates those who achieve from those who merely aspire. The power of saying no and embracing mastery further refines our path. Saying no is not about rejection, but about affirmation, choosing to invest time and energy in what aligns with our goals and growth. Mastery, in turn, calls us to rise above mediocrity, to continually challenge ourselves, and to become the best versions of who we are. Together, these principles encourage us to make intentional choices, focus on progress, and prioritize excellence. At the heart of it all is the synergy between faith and discipline. Faith empowers us to dream, to believe in the possibility of something greater, even when the way forward is unclear. Discipline ensures that this belief is backed by action, that our faith is not just a feeling, but a force that drives consistent effort. This partnership between faith and discipline is what sustains us through difficulties, reminding us that success is not a single moment, but a series of small victories achieved through perseverance. In conclusion, success is not a mystery or a matter of luck. It's a deliberate practice. It's the result of aligning purpose with action, focus with discipline, and faith with relentless effort. It's about making choices that serve your growth, rejecting mediocrity, and committing to the lifelong journey of becoming the best version of yourself. By living with intention and applying these principles daily, you unlock not just success, but a deeper sense of fulfillment and meaning. The path is challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. The only question that remains is, are you ready to step fully into your potential? The answer lies in your actions starting today. So I leave you with this focus on yourself. Protect your time and never, ever waste your potential trying to be anyone but the best version of you. Thank you.